Graphing a piecewise function is actually a little bit easier on the TI SmartView CE, as Texas Instruments has added a specific piecewise function command in the calculator. So you'll see here that we are in our y equals menu. And if we click on the math button, which is the third button down of the main buttons on the left, and we scroll to the bottom of this list, you'll see that we've added in a new piecewise function option that will allow us to graph the separate pieces in the separate parts of the domain. So we choose enter, and you can identify the number of pieces of this piecewise function that you want. We're going to say 3 for our purposes, and we're going to click OK. And now we have a 3-piece piecewise function available for us to enter. So similar to the example that we did for the original TI-84, we're going to put 3, we're going to use x, and we're going to use negative x plus 6. Arrowing over, we're now going to set our separate parts of the domain, and this part is actually very similar to what we did with the original TI-84, just with one minor variation. So in this, make sure we're in this box. Don't be down and still in part of the function. Make sure we're in this top domain box. We're going to go X, and same place for the test menu, second test. And we're going to choose option number 6 for less than or equal to. And for this example, we're going to be less than or equal to negative 4. Arrowing down to the middle one, we could go through the trouble of including an AND compound inequality. But if we go into our test menu one more time, and you see this one over here that says conditions, that is also one of the newer functions in the calculator. So going over to conditions, we have the option to just choose the inequality piece that we want. Now, we certainly want ours to be an and we certainly want ours to not have any equal to's on it. So we're going to scan those and options, and it looks like option number 6 is the one that we want because it has no equal to's on it, and it has 2 different inequalities. Now, we want to be very careful about the way that we type this. We want to make sure we're saying that we are less than 2, and arrowing back. We have to insert that we are going to be greater than negative 4. And if you did not catch that insert and you're not familiar with the insert option, we arrowed all the way over to the front, and you press second and the delete, and that's the insert. It doesn't type over what you already wrote. So yes, we probably should have typed to the negative 4 first, then went through the conditions, but it's not a bad idea to review the insert option. So either way, you want to make sure you end up with an inequality that looks like this, whether you typed the negative 4 first or not. And then our last option, which will be back in the regular basic test menu, is we want that x is going to be greater than or equal to, which is option 4, 2. We scan our domains very quickly to make sure there's no overlaps. The top one has the equal to, the bottom one has the equal to, the middle one is an and. Does this and still make sense? Can I be bigger than negative 4 and less than 2? I certainly can. So I'm going to graph this, and we get the 3 different parts of our graph.